Today I bring a true love story of flower of Bombay. Many ancient wooden chests. It was opened late at night by the order of the master. Valuable women's clothing carefully kept inside. At one time they were his wife and daughter. They both left. The eyes of veteran Muhammad Ali Jinnah became moist in their memory. The driver of his car shared this memory with Jinnah's biographer from Jhampi. Colorful personalities like Jinnah's second wife Rattanbai are rare in history, but in the course of time she has remained neglected in history. Rattanbai lived for only 26 years, but her life cannot be measured by numbers. Rattanbai was born on 20th February 1900 into an aristocratic and wealthy family in the Bombay presidency of British India. Mahammad Petit, one of the leaders of the Persian community, was one of the richest men in undivided India. At that time, the family received the title Baronet from the British government. Mahammad Petit was one of the men of textile revolution that took place in the former Bombay and Gujarat. Many cloth mills were owned by him. After first Baronet Mahammad, his son Dinesh Petit received the title of second Baronet. Rattanbai was the only daughter of Dinesh and his wife Dina Wadia. Ruttie is the darling princess of the Petit family. Her brother Holly also became known as her Dinesh Mahammad Petit. He was married to S.R. Tata, sister of J.R.D. Tata. Outstanding beauty, Rattanbai was literally a princess. Rattanbai, the only sister of the three brothers, was the most cherished child of them. She was known in the aristocracy as Bombay Kali or flower of Bombay. Rattanbai grew up in a completely western environment. The Petit family followed the British manner, dress, food, language and social customs. Aristocracy was involved in every step of the way of life of Rattanbai and his brothers. Rattanbai did not know that there could be any limit of expenditure. Vacation place was more than one house scattered in different parts of the country or any country in Europe. Luxury has been followed among the Baronet Petit for generations, but one issue: Dinesh Petit divided from the family norm. His parents were Orthodox Zoroastrian, but there was no confidence in Dinesh's religious rites. There was no belief in existence of God. Rattanbai and Holly got this section from their father. They also did not follow any customs of the Persian society. According to the father, he got another person, his darling daughter. Ruttie got his father's friend Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Later, Rattanbai married him and was expelled from the society, separated from family forever. A close friend of Dinesh Petit was Muhammad Ali Jinnah, 3 years younger than him. Jinnah used to travel to Petit Hall, the palace of the Petit family at the foot of the Malabar Hills in the former Bombay. It was there that the first conversation with 40 years old Jinnah took place. A keen interest in various issues including politics and diplomacy brought Jinnah and Rattanbai closer in a very short time. Petit family did not know whom Rattanbai fell in love. They had the idea the charismatic Rattanbai of the personality of the patriarchal Jinnah. So even in their long time together in Darjeeling, the free-spirited Dinesh and Dina Petit did not see anything objectionable. Jinnah arrived in Darjeeling to spend the holidays with the Petit family. Rattanbai's mind turned to Jinnah in the cosmos of the hill town. Jinnah later tricked his friend Dinesh into marrying his daughter. In one of the discussions, he first asked Dinesh what he think about marriage in different religions. Liberal Baronet Dinesh, believer in Western education, said without hesitation that he did not find anything objectionable in other community marriage. After that, Dinesh fell from the sky what he heard. This time, Jinnah, a close friend, told Dinesh that when he had no objection to marrying other religion, he wanted to marry Rattanbai. Far from agreeing to Jinnah's proposal, Dinesh and all the relation with him. The age difference between Jinnah and Rattanbai made him even more troubled by the difference in religion. Baronet never dreamed that his daughter would want to marry a 40 years old man. Apart from that, it was a shame to marry a girl girl at the age of 18 in a Petit family that was far ahead of its time. By Dinesh Petit's own sister returned to the country after completing her higher education in France. She was then 29 years old and unmarried, but there was no frown on the Petit family or the aristocratic Persian society about the unmarried Emibai. 16 years old Ruttibai wanted to marry 40 years old Jinnah. The couple desperately tried to convince the girl before the storm hit. Then the Petit family was in turmoil. Simmering situation continued for another 2 years. The storm arose at the Taj Mahal Hotel in Bombay yesterday. At Rattanbai's birthday party, in front of the guests, Petit's princess said that she had agreed to the marriage proposal of Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Everyone should greet their partner. If it is luxurious hotel, then the icy silence surged. That silence was maintained for the rest of Rattanbai's life. The Barnett family and Persian society severed all ties with him. Conservative Persian society did not accept this marriage. The couple, under pressure from society, broke off all relations with their only daughter in public. Later, marriage to other religion took place in Persian society. But in the time of Rattanbai's marriage in different religion was practically unprecedented among them. Ignoring the bloodshot ties of society and family, Rattanbai converted to Islam a few days after he returned 18 years old. The new name is Mary. After that, 18 years old Rattanbai got married to 42 years old Muhammad Ali Jinnah according to Muslim custom. This was Jinnah's second marriage in 1892 at the age of 18. He got married for the first time to a distant relative. Emibai Jinnah was forced to get married due to family pressure. Shortly after her marriage, he moved to England for higher education. A few days later, 14 years old Emibai died. Jinnah got married for the second time after 28 years of first marriage. The newlyweds started their marriage in the Southcourt Mansion in Malabar Hills. Another name of this palace is Jinnah's house. Its distance from the palace of the Petit family was very near, but the coolness of the relationship between the two palaces has not reduced. The first 2 months of the marriage were like a fairy tale to Rattanbai. According to the initials of the title, her husband was J to her. From Jinnah's hairstyle to clothing, his 18 years old wife had a keen eye. The fashion conscious wife also had an effect on Jinnah's dress and manner. The two spent longest holiday of the years in Europe. Jinnah was not stingy in fulfilling his wife's wishes. Even after marriage, Rattanbai's luxurious life did not change a single point. Life philosophy has not changed. Rattanbai, a non-believer in Zoroastrianism, did not follow any Islamic customs, did not use the new name Mary, bright silky or chiffon sari, fresh flowers in one-sided hair, diamonds, rubies, emeralds in tiaras spread across the forehead. His attire was also on the opposite pole of Islamic disciplines. Rattanbai was enjoying being the jewel in Jinnah's eyes. However, Jinnah wanted his wife to be a little restrained this time. This time, Rattanbai should be a little restrained, but he had no symptom at all. It is his pleasure to be a teenage lover of middle-aged Jinnah. There was so much excitement that he did not even look at his only daughter. Rattanbai became a mother within 1 year of marriage. She gave birth to her only daughter on 15 August 1919 in London, but motherhood could not bring any change in her. Leslie Jinnah was indifferent to his daughter. From 1922, Jinnah became more and more active in politics. His leadership became clear in the turbulent situation across the country. Rattanbai could not accept that her husband's attention was shifting from her, was slowly wrapping himself up. Their only daughter is being neglected from the middle. He was not named for a long time after her birth. After the birth of the daughter, the Jinnah Rattanbai relationship deteriorated rapidly. Leaving his 8-year-old daughter at Jinnah house, Rattanbai moved to the Taj Mahal Hotel in 1926, where she announced her marriage 10 years earlier. Jinnah's ailing wife started renting a suite at the Taj Hotel. At that time, the relationship with his mother became easier. Rattanbai went to Paris with her mother to improve her health and mind, but when she went there, she fell seriously ill. 2 months after returning to the country on 19 February 1929, just the day after his 29th birthday, Rattanbai lost consciousness in the Taj suite. Doctors examined her and said that she had gone back to the country. Jinnah was in Delhi at that time of Rattanbai's death. The news was Ruttie's departure can be heard on the phone of his father-in-law and one-time close friend Emibai Petit. The cause of Rattanbai's death is not known, from cancer to colitis. There were many possible causes of death. However, many years after her death in the 60s, Rattanbai's close friend Kanji Dwarkadas claimed that Rattanbai had ended her life by consuming too much regular sleeping pills. After catching a glimpse of Jinnah, Rattanbai Dina Petit come close to her granddaughter Dina Jinnah, the only daughter of Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Later adopted Didar as her identity. She grew up with Aunt Fatima. However, Fatima herself was not happy at all in the Jinnah Rattanbai marriage. On the other hand, Rattanbai did not like Fatima very much. Like her mother, Dina went against the family and chose her life partner. In 1938, he married Neville Wadia, a young Persian. The Wadias are one of the oldest Persian families in India. Highly educated from Trinity College, Neville was the heir to the family business. Neville once converted to Christianity. After that, he converted again Zoroastrianism. Muhammad Ali Jinnah had a strong objection to his daughter marrying in different religion, even though he got married in a different religion. His daughter has another similarity with Rattanbai. Her marriage did not last long. Neville and Dina separated in 1943 after the birth of son Nusli and daughter Diana. Nusli Wadia is the only son of Nusli, the only son of Neville and Dina. Pretijinta's love affair with him was at the center of the discussion at one time. In other words, Nes is the grandson of Dina, the only daughter of Muhammad Ali Jinnah. In 2016, Dina died at the age of 96 in New York. Her ex-husband Neville passed away several years ago in 1998 in Mumbai. According to the page of her diary after Dina's death, her relationship with her father became much easier at the end. The two last meet in 1947 in what is now Mumbai, the Bombay. After the partition of Pakistan in 1947, Jinnah left Bombay for Pakistan. Several years after the death of his second wife, Jinnah said it was not right to marry a childish Rattanbai, but close associates of the burnt-out politician have repeatedly said he could not forget his wife at every moment. Depression of his wife and daughter afflicted him till he died of tuberculosis on September 11, 1948. For watching at the end. Have a nice day.